Ikuma, how do you reach out to strangers for informational interviews? Feel like I'm being a bother when I reach out. What do I even say to convince them even entertain such an interview? Same with managers. I can't really answer that in like just a couple of minutes. I just can't. The bottom line is you approach them over a certain channel. In this case, it's probably going to be some kind of message, usually like a LinkedIn message to that person. And you're going to request an informational interview. And you have to phrase it properly, professionally. And then there's other things like the most obvious thing that they're going to be thinking is, who is this person? And so the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take a look at your profile. So if your profile is like, the first thing you see is like a picture of you drunk, partying with a bunch of other people, it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Or if you work in sales and they see like sales, I'm a salesperson. It's like they're going to assume that like, oh, you just want to sell me something, So there's a few kind of things you got to do, right? I can't go through everything in like just a couple of minutes. That's what I cover in my course. You could try ChatGPT to give you some insight into that. But that's a big question. There's many things you got to do. The other thing is you have to go to the right people. Like a big part is that. You see, people at the bottom of organizations, they can't help you. People in the middle, they could help you, but they're too busy to help you. Also, it's not their job to take unsolicited queries from the public, right? That's not a part of their job. People up here, not only can they help you, they have the power to hire you on the spot, but it's also their job to take unsolicited queries from the public. That's how companies end up doing joint ventures with each other, becoming suppliers to each other, becoming institutional customers or clients to each other. Like you have a meeting, and you explore options, right? Now, if these people took the attitude that like, who are you? How did you get this number? Why are you calling me? No, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Like if that was their attitude, when it turns out like I represent, a supplier that like we could save you so much money if we make a strategic partnership that would really give you a competitive edge in like, whatever market you're in. But like, we don't even explore that because you refuse to even like entertain like a meeting request. You know what I'm saying? Like it's incredibly bad for business, right? This person could be the press wanting to do a nice positive article about you, how you're a great employer. They could be a regulator wanting to talk a bit about, some of the changes that are coming down next year. They're wanting to give you a heads up about it, get your feedback. There's so many reasons why people could be reaching out saying, I'd like to talk to you, right? So that's the idea. These people will take your meeting, even if they don't fully understand exactly what you're looking for, because they're in the habit of doing it, right? Not only do they have the power to hire you on the spot, if that's the direction that, you want to go, but, they're in the habit of like, I don't fully understand, but this person is making a professional request. They seem to be someone that we could want to talk to. So, let's see, right? There's a lot to it. Okay, I'm going to stop there.